Hey everybody, happy World Juggling Day! Basically, that's sort of like an unofficial juggling holiday, where jugglers all around the world celebrate this weird hobby that we all love. And of course, I wanted to celebrate World Juggling Day by doing something special, so I came up with sort of a strange little idea. I wrote down countries from all over the world, and I'm going to put them all in a hat and then randomly select them and hopefully try to do a trick in the style of juggling that is common in those areas. It should be really fun, and it should kind of force me to try some tricks that I don't normally work on. And it should be educational for you if you're less familiar with juggling all around the world. So let's do it. Okay, here we go. I've got my sweet hat. I got it in Mexico. It says I heart clubs. I really like clubs. I wouldn't say I heart them. No. Got all my countries in here. This one, Japan. Awesome. For Japan, I picked the style of microjuggling, which is basically a style of juggling where you try to keep things as small and contained as possible with as little height as possible. It's a really cool style that is definitely most explored and most popular in Japan. I personally love it because it closely relates to clay motion, which is a style of juggling I like. Please don't ask me to tell you the difference between clay motion and microjuggling. I'm still trying to figure it out. But I thought it would be fun to just explore some quick microjuggling patterns inspired by Japan. Let's do it. So the most famous micro juggling trick I've learned was Kitaro's Twist, which was a really cool 3-ball micro juggling trick. I haven't done it in a while. It's like this. Yeah. Haha. Drop. Yes. Yeah, there it is. Nope. It's been years since I worked on this trick. I want to do it with confidence, the way that the micro jugglers of Japan do it with confidence. Boom! All right, next up, this one, Chile. All right, so in Chile, there are a lot of street performer jugglers who perform at traffic light stops, entertaining the people stuck in their cars, and hopefully they make money doing that. One of the most common style of juggling tricks that you will see for those traffic light jugglers is a combination trick. A combination trick is basically when you combine a bunch of different juggling skills into one grand finale looking trick. Combination tricks have been around for a long time, and they definitely did not originate in Latin America, but because of that street juggling scene, there are a lot more people in Latin America who can do combination tricks as a result. So inspired by Chile, I'm gonna try a combination trick. So I have a big ring, which I can spin like this, which is common in combination tricks. And I have juggling balls. I thought I could try maybe like spinning this on one hand and then trying to juggle 3 balls. I don't know how it's gonna go. Already it feels like it's not gonna work. It's really hard. Ta-da! Would you tip me $1 for that? I think so. Speaking of, joining the Otter Club on Patreon is only $2, so there's that. Just for fun, I want to even see if I can spin this on my foot, because I know people do that a lot. Maybe my right foot? I imagine that going slightly better in my head. I did it on my arm, that's just as impressive. All right, next, moving on. No peeking. This one, Ethiopia, upside down. Ethiopia! In Ethiopia, there are an amazing amount of bounce jugglers, which is when you bounce juggle. It's pretty self-explanatory. There are really some incredible bounce jugglers in Ethiopia. I'm gonna try to bounce juggle today. Problem is, I only have tennis balls because bounce juggling balls are surprisingly expensive. So this is not gonna be very impressive. Inspired by Ethiopia, I'm gonna try some bounce juggling. Ta-da! Oh yeah, look at that. Boom. I know what you're thinking. Whoa, impressive. Do you want to pick the next one? Too bad, because you're not real. Well, you're real, you're a real person, but you're not really here. This one, France. Yeah, this is the one I've been dreading the most. The style of juggling that was developed and popularized in France is what a lot of people might call flow juggling. And that basically involves a lot of high, lofty, beautiful throws, as well as an emphasis on like spins and planes and things like that. Because it incorporates a lot of the same techniques as like spinning poi, it has sort of been adopted and adapted by that flow juggling community. Doing high, lofty throws with my clubs is not something I'm good at. I'm also not good at making things look graceful. So French style juggling is really hard for me. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. It's gonna be fine. Lofty throws, lots of arm movements, fluidity, circles. Here we go. Nope, lofty, high throws. I don't know how to do this at all. They make it look pretty, and I make it look like this. I'm very uncomfortable right now. Let's just start with a nice, let's just do the 3-club cascade. Nice and lofty. French. French. French throws. French catches. French pain. Ow, that really hurt. Ow. That is not at all French style juggling. It was me trying to do French style juggling. Go watch some real French jugglers juggle. It's much better. What's next? Taiwan. Can you guess what I'm gonna try for Taiwan? If you guessed Diabolo, you would be correct. Diabolo, Diablo, Chinese yo-yo, however you want to call this. This is really, really popular in Taiwan. It's very impressive, the stuff they can do. I can only do a couple basic tricks. I have not touched this in over a year, so we're gonna give it a try. Inspired by Taiwanese jugglers doing the Diabolo. Wait, why is this short? I must have been helping a child. I don't want it to be short. Much better. That looks like an adult-sized Diablo string. Oh yeah. Whoa. It's been a long time since I did this. Shout out to Matt Hall. I can do this trick. I'm totally meant to do that. That's about it. I can do a little tiny toss. Yeah, so impressive, just like the Taiwanese. My finale. There was a gust of wind or something. And up. Yeah. That wasn't bad. It's not the worst skill I have. I definitely need to practice it more. It is something that I want to try to incorporate more into my regular practice routine. That was really fun. Next one. Mexico. Yeah, I actually got to go to Mexico last year for their big convention, and it was super fun. And I noticed that a lot of the jugglers there are really good at club body roll tricks, which is this type of stuff. This is another style of club juggling that I am not good at. So today, inspired by the jugglers of Mexico, I'm gonna try to do some club body tricks. I remember the one that I wanted to learn when I was there was this idea. You roll the club on your stomach and you do a cascade. And I feel like I made some progress on that, so I'm gonna try to do that just for a few catches. Pretty much, just like that. No. It's not it's so hard. Maybe I gotta lean back more. This is not comfortable. Boom, did it. Whew, what a rush, what a rush. Just imagine that, but way better, and you get a lot of the jugglers in Mexico. Next trick, this one. Tonga. This one is kind of unique. So the other ones are more like what the jugglers just typically are into in those areas of the world. Tonga is a little more cultural. In Tonga, the girls there actually learn how to do shower juggling patterns at a really young age, and they continue it for a lot of their lives. As a result, there are an amazing amount of female jugglers in Tonga who can do really hard shower patterns. It's really cool. There are some really great documentaries on it. I highly recommend you check them out. So I thought, in honor of the women jugglers of Tonga, I could try to work on my shower patterns for a second. great. I'm using my Russian juggling balls, which is not what I normally juggle, so doing a shower pattern is going to be especially hard with these for me. In the style of Tongan women, being awesome. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the song I made up. All right, so that was pretty good. Let's try 5-ball shower. I don't like shower patterns. I don't like Russian balls. This is very hard. Oh, that was almost a qualify. I don't think I've ever qualified this, so if I did, I'd feel real good. That was 10. That had to have been 10. There's just one more. What's it gonna be? Oh my gosh, I picked this one. USA. I had fun picking a style that I thought was like developed or popular in America, and I'm curious to know if you can guess what it is. So take a second and think about it. What did I pick as USA juggling? If you guessed poi, you would be correct. If you're not familiar with poi, they are basically weighted objects on the ends of strings, and you traditionally spin them like this. But I'm not talking about poi swinging. I'm talking about poi juggling specifically, which is when you actually let go of the poi, throw them up, and juggle them in a cascade pattern. And poi juggling has definitely been explored and developed more in America than anywhere else that I know of. And I think that's pretty cool. So inspired by the poi jugglers of the USA, I'm gonna try to juggle 3 poi. Hopefully you can see what's happening. It's not gonna last that long anyway, because I can't do it, so how do I even start? It's so hard. No! Ugh. Very difficult and floppy. Floppity flop, flop, flop. Oh, don't hit me. Oh my gosh. They're kind of scary. Stop twisting. Channel Chris Kelly. You can do it. Yeah! That felt really cool. I actually got way more catches of that than I thought I would. It doesn't look good, but I did it. I really want to start practicing both poi spinning and poi juggling, so you'll probably see some Taylor Tries videos popping up soon. I feel like I gotta get arm protection. Look at this. It's like a whip. It hits your arm. So that's the last of the papers that I have in the hat. But I have a bonus country for you, because we love bonuses. Also because I forgot to write it on a piece of paper. So we're just gonna pretend. Afghanistan? What? I went there last year around this time, and it changed my life. And I'm so thankful that I got to go there. While we're on this subject, I wanted to take a second and thank my friend Erin Stephens. She helped me kind of come up with these fun examples of juggling from all over the world, because she travels with the International Jugglers Association all over the world. She sets up programs and competitions with the IJA to help connect and unite the juggling community, and she's been a longtime friend and personal hero, and she's basically the reason that I even got to go on some of the incredible journeys that I got to go on last year. So I just wanted to take a second and say thank you, Erin, for all you've done for me and all that you do for the juggling community around the world. World Juggling Day would not be what it is without the hard work of a lot of people throughout the juggling community, and Erin is a big part of that. So thank you, Erin, you rock. Like I said, I got to go to Afghanistan with Erin, and one of the most obvious things I noticed about the juggling there is that they were juggling with really bad props. They had beat up clubs, and they also just didn't really have real juggling balls. They used tennis balls. And if you've ever tried to juggle tennis balls, you'll know it's really, really difficult because they're really light and they bounce everywhere. It's exhausting and horrible. But the kids in Afghanistan juggle them a lot. A lot of the kids I saw there were working on 7 balls with tennis balls. So, inspired by the 7-ball jugglers in Afghanistan, I'm gonna try to juggle 7 tennis balls. Emphasis on the word try. That is loud. Oh, and it's, no. Also, it's worth noting these are not weighted tennis balls. These are just regular tennis balls. Let's try 6. 6 seems more likely than 7. 7 seems really hard. Nope. Ah! Stupid balls. That's good enough. Let's try 7. Nope. Nope. I mean, I caught 5 of them. That's pretty good. Into the street. Well, there you have it, some different styles of juggling inspired by different places around the world. I thought that was pretty fun, hopefully you did too, and maybe you even learned a little something about different styles of juggling all over the globe. Make sure you're following the IJA both on Instagram and on YouTube. They post a lot of great content, not just on World Juggling Day, but all the time. So make sure you're doing that. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing and turning on notifications so that you can know when I make more videos. I'm posting a lot of fun videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, so you want to know when that happens. And if you want to go the extra mile and support what I do, you can become a member of my Otter Club over on Patreon for as little as $2 a month. There is a link in the description. I hope you have an amazing World Juggling Day. Leave a comment, let me know what fun juggling inspired things you are trying today. Get out there, go try some new juggling tricks, and have a great time. Happy World Juggling Day. I'll see you next time.
That's really awesome.
Oh, thanks.
Mind if I take a quick video of it?
Yeah, go for it. I can do real ones. Yeah, Taylor, and then tries.
Taylor tries.
Yeah.